understanding material nature. स एषा यही प्रकृते गुणेश अहं क्रिया विमूढात्मा कर्तास्मित्यभिमान्यते Translation purport by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda. When the soul is under the spell of material nature and false ego, identifying his body as the self, he becomes absorbed in material activities. And by the influence of false ego, he thinks that he is the proprietor of everything. Purport. Actually, the conditioned soul is forced to act under the pleasure of the modes of material nature. The living entity has no independence. When he is under the direction of the Supreme Personality of God, he is free. But when under the impression that he is satisfying his senses, he engages in sense gratificatory activities, he is actually under the spell of material nature. In Bhagavad Gita it is said, Prakrute Kriyamanani, one acts according to the particular modes of nature he has acquired. Guna refers to the qualities of nature. He is under the qualities of nature, but he falsely thinks that he is the proprietor. The false sense of proprietorship can be avoided simply by engaging oneself in devotional service under the direction of the Supreme Lord or his bona fide representative. Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita was trying to accept for himself the responsibility for killing his grandfather and teacher in the fight. But he became free from that proprietorship of action when he acted under the direction of Krishna. He fought, but he was actually free from the reactions of fighting, although in the beginning when he was non-violent, unwilling to fight, the entire responsibility was upon him. That is the difference between liberation and conditioning. A conditioned soul may be very good and act in the mode of goodness, but still he is conditioned under the spell of material nature. A devotee, however, acts completely under the direction of the Supreme Lord. Thus his action may not appear to be of a very high quality to the common man, but the devotee has no responsibility. Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Bhagavani Om Ajnana Sri-Rupam Sagar-Jatam Sagar-Ramatam Sadharitam Sadhutam Parijanatam Krishna Chaitanya Sri-Radha Krishna Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Yamam Jagate Rupesha Gopikarnata Radha Taptakarana Vishwamachate Devi Paramami Vancha Kalpalukasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Welcome to Bhima's family. So, this series is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada wrote a book. The book is The Laws of Nature, an Infallible Justice. In the human society, there are many rules and regulations. When you come to IIT, first instructions, first you are in the counseling service, what you hear? You hear how to conduct your life in IIT. That is called the man-made law, according to situation. And the law by which you have to abide till you stay in that place. For example, you take a house, rented house. So your house owner will tell you, you should not switch on the water pump in night time. You should only 2 people should stay. No guests should come. So he says, what is his requirement? And then he entertained to stay in his home. Similarly, wherever you go in this whole universe, if you are living in India, you have to follow India government's rules and regulations. And this is the law are called the man-made law, which is made by man. And it may be applicable for you, but in America, he will not follow your law. So different place with different law, eternal. But if you see this gigantic universe, big planets are floating in the sky. When big planets are floating in the sky, they are rotating in their axis without any, is there any law or not? Stars, sun come in the morning, cloud covers the sun, cloud formation, everything is a controlled and governed by some law. That is why there are unseen laws which we never think about it. That is why the laws of nature. The nature governs. If you see that why a child in the mother's womb stay for 9 months, why not like Sukadeva Goswami, 16 years in the mother's womb. Anybody can stay 16 years in mother's womb. But Sukadeva Goswami can stay. So understanding this nature itself is the greatest science in the human society. Because we never understood this one, that's why we put aside this beauty of the natural laws. In physics, you find governing laws, many gravitational force, everything according to certain objective. For example, laws of gravitation is directly proportional between two masses divided by r square. Yes, sir. In the electromagnet, also you find the force is directly proportional to reactional force divided by r square. Coulomb's force or the is defined by two charge divided. So there are certain kind of governing law, and there must be an unified law by which all the principle can be understood by single thing. And because we have never explored this internalization of all these different laws, so we cannot give a unified theory today. Just I was looking today some pictures sent by my friend. He has sent this spiral. Spiral, if you see the galaxy, it looks like a spiral. You see many flowers, they look like a spiral. Many insects, they are like a spiral. Many reptiles, they are this spiral. But we never think that how this structure came into picture. When we understand this structure, then you can understand the laws of nature to some extent. So man today is very proud of our creative energy today. Everyone, you go to many countries, everybody is very proud of their creation. Like last week, I was asking one professor from Auckland University, and that professor told me that we created a solar panel by which just reflected energy can be transmitted. I asked him, from where you get energy? He told, from sun. I told him, if there is a cloud, can your solar panel work? He told no. We are very proud of our creation, but you will see that the same creation is really eating ourselves. For example, one side we are developing, and another side is we are responsible for destruction. For example, polythene, when it is created also, it was like that hype. And today, everywhere, all over the world you go, do not use polythene. And this is what Srila Prabhupada says here. The man pride himself of being created region above the lowly beast. You can control everyone today. You go to circus, you control even animals, big animal like tigers. Everybody you control. Yet it seems that when he applies his reason to unlock the secret of nature for his benefit, he sinks deeper and deeper into the intractable problems. When we try to control the nature, we are bound by this nature. So we try, like last month I was in my hometown. There was a big hill, and the people, they took all the stone, everything. And because these big hills are not made by human beings, they cannot make it. And at a certain point, it is made by the governing laws of nature. When you destruct it, and next day, as soon as they destruct it, they experience some kind of earthquake every moment. And that is why the resultant, for example, we invented the internal combustion IC engine just to run very fast car. In return today, you are seeing that the depletion of oil level, and second thing is greenhouse gases, and there are so many problems today in the the pollution, other things, there are problems. Just it is nothing but we create a thing which destructs ourselves. And today in Delhi, people cannot even breathe properly. And in the Paris whole airport, everybody was masked. You cannot find a person that whether he is American, Indian or Brazilian or somewhere, everybody is masked. Only you can see two eyes. This is why, and people use many kind of the technologies for agriculture enterprises, especially fertilizers. Today you see that by fertilizers, that there is a train from Punjab. Always it carries the cancer patients. So we create something which the lands became barren after 2 years. And because the Mother Nature has given the gift, this field can create 10 times more grain as compared to present living society. Because here Prabhupada said, the food are abundant. Earth is giving abundant food. But hardly, like last week, I was in Argentina. So there was a big gala meal, gala dinner. In gala dinner, I have seen big beef, this much big. And they cut in front of you, they will give a piece. And you will see that everybody they take big piece, but hardly eat 2-3 spoons and throw half of that. Just so-called big community of scientific pursuit, and you kill innocent animals, which is not necessary, which is 1/10 of that food is sufficient, but you throw half of that. And such a huge, big cow fish were killed and they hanged like this. So the most important thing is that here, the food is so much today, and Mother Nature is giving food, everything. You see, nobody has created even orange, apple, whatever you require, everything is given by Mother Nature. And there is a certain laws of nature. And these laws are everything created for the benefit of every living entity, not only human being. We do mostly the research which benefits us. Anybody does any research which will benefit to the cows, crows, birds, beast, snake? Nobody does research because we want to satisfy our own objects. That is why in Bhagavad Gita says, प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणे कर्माणि सर्वस्व अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ता हम इति। जब when we became the proud or the false ego, we will only satisfy our God. And these are different. The material laws are different than the spiritual laws or the laws of nature. That is why in Upanishad it says, everything in this creation is owned and controlled by the Lord. Everything in this creation, even our life cycle. You may say that I am a big scientist, but when you pass through China, one city, so you cannot say that I am big scientist. You have to put a mask. Now I have seen that even they are masking to kill all the animals, to cats, dogs, and they themselves mask and breathe. So you cannot say that I am a big technocrat with a PhD from IIT, I am a professor, a big professor, assistant professor, or student. You cannot say. Because This is the laws of nature where nobody can complain also. If it will come to us, anybody will go and quote and put a case that why Corona came to me? No. So one of my teacher, I was working with him, Professor Dr. Gao, David Gao. His mother was in that city, and his mother was not died actually. She was half dead. As a half dead, they saw that there is a virus. They dump in they pack it in a polythene and throw it to the dump yard. And he is in America, he cannot come. Just he was telling me that it's so sad that my mother was just dumped in the dustbin like that. They pack it and they dump it in the China. So like that, it is going on throughout the world because everything is controlled by the Lord. Because we try to, Lord Tolstoy, I think, Galileo, he gave very beautiful quotation. He said that when man try to exploit the nature, when the nature boomerangs, the man, helpless man, only cry because they do not know what is the truth behind this. You can see that although he has written many years back, but he has written so beautiful statement. Why he could able to write? Because they were very pious in their habit. And because of this one, we are not able to appreciate the law which is in nature is governing. And one should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself. Whatever the minimal thing required, one must be satisfied. If nature is given you 2 roti, you should be satisfied with 2 roti. And what we should endeavor? We should endeavor for a higher purpose. I will understand myself. The most of the time, what is here it is said, which is set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong to. For example, you take a bag of rice, keep on the street. You will see that a cow will come, eat and go. A bear will come, eat and go. A tiger will come, eat and go. When I go, what I will do? Whole bucket we will take and put inside home. Yes or no? That is why there is no poor in the dog. Have you seen any dog there poor coming? My dear sir, I am a poor, please give me some food. No birds are poor also. Nature is so beautifully arranged that they are not poor. So who are poor? Who is poor? Only poor exist in the human society. Why? Because we have false ego. We try to devour or conquer others. That is why I was telling yesterday that we all do research. For what benefit? We do research what others did, then we find the fault. Where is the fault? That is today's research. Research means it should be very systematic and it should be sustainability. That, oh, he has developed this much, let me add other things. Let me add other things. Previously, all the rishis, they used to be like this. They were also great rishis also, they are great researchers. But if somebody, Panini developed this grammar and Kautilya used how to utilize this grammar in the service of mankind. It's not that, oh, he made so many mistakes, let me correct it. And today's research is that one. Whatever fault he found, you will first narrate, he wrote this. Then you will give your theory. Another person will find, your fault, which is called today's research. That's why this research never gives you a sustainable result. Rather, this research gives you a boomerang to you that tomorrow you will feel for the same research like Professor Smidley. Once she was telling me in California, in Caltech, she is a professor. Professor Smidley designed a automated cutting machine for the cows. Okay, when you take the cow will automatically, there will be grass will be like this rotating. So cow will come for eating there, and suddenly slaughter, it will cut. So she was designing, she is a professor there. She was telling me, Ranjan, I designed this machine. And the cow used to come there for grass, green grass, they will come. As soon as they come and eat, that time there is a sensor, it will detect. And suddenly it will choke the heads. And once there was some part, it was missed, so it was not working. So she came to repair that one. When she came to repair that time, after repairing, wanted to taste. So as soon as she was tasting that one, suddenly a cow came, and the cow is cut into two pieces, and cow suffered so much, and she fainted. She told Ranjan, I never seen like that suffering anywhere in my life. And he is a big professor, but after that she told, I never met such an instrument. Again, I do not want to go to that place also. I told my contractual on that day itself, although she eat it, but still she cannot see the suffering of the cow when automatically caught. So she was thinking that in my engine, they must have killed more than a lakh cow. And now it is not working. You see, those who are eating themselves, they cannot see the pain of this world. So that is why, whatever laws of nature are given to us, we are very intelligent beings. Yes or no? We all are very intelligent. And you can understand the pain of others. Unintelligent people cannot understand. For example, a tiger eat another animal. He cannot see the pain of other animals because he has no intelligence. That's why in Bhagavatam it is written that the animals, they forget as soon as they act on that principle. Animals have no remembering power. You have a memory power. From the childhood, you pass stool in the mother's lap. You remember till today, yes, I passed a lot of stool. You may not remember also, when you pass stool in the village road also, you will remember till today, that I passed this one. But the animals, they don't remember. That is why they do not have the developed consciousness. But we have the developed consciousness, where we can act on that. That is why Prabhupada has written The Laws of Nature, this book. I will recommend everyone that you must read this book, The Infallible Justice. Because the material rules, when you don't follow, you are into jail. But when the laws of God, if you don't follow, then what is our jail? Our jail is different species of life. That is why here it says that the nature, we see this principle's work. Nature's arrangement set up by the Lord maintains the birds, beasts, the elephant. It is 50 kilo per day. Elephant eat 50 kilo. Who gives? Does the elephant do PhD? Huh? They don't do anything. They get. And few grain. If a man does not interfere, the natural balance sustains all creatures. If you don't interface there, you will see that natural laws, naturally, they are fed by the God's arrangement. many people, they don't work also. They are just playing some guitar and sitting and put a box. People that throw some dollar and euros, it's not that we get a good salary, that's why everybody eat according to, and any agriculturalist will tell you the earth can produce enough food to feed 10 times the present human population. Yet political intrigues and wars, unfair distribution of land, the production of cash crops like tobacco, tea and coffee instead of food, and erosion due to misuse ensured millions to go hungry. Because we produce, like in India, the tea production was not there. And you just count one person, how many people they take tea in India? At least 95% they drink tea. Yes, sir. And each tea cost in the railway station is 10 rupees. Daily 2 tea. How much? 20 rupees. Just you think actually, 20 rupees. So, 90, how many population in India? 1.2 billion. 95%, 1 billion take. Okay? Into 20 rupees per day. Then, multiply for 1 month, multiply for a year, you will see it is bigger than the Indian economy. Okay? It is more than what India government distribute to all the department. You will see that it is bigger. And this, what instead of food grain, people are now, that is why they are doing this crop. If you go especially to northeastern region, this is going on. So that is why the human beings are the most intelligent creature, and Lord has special mercy on the human being that He has given the understanding power of the human being. So, in His eyes, all the earth's inhabitants, whether created of the land, water, air, are His son and daughter. So God created everyone in the land, in the water, in the air as His own son. But what we do, yet we, the human inhabitants, the most advanced of His creature, treated the sons and daughters with great cruelty, from the practice of animal slaughter to destruction of the rainforest. It is any wonder that we suffer an unending series of natural disasters, war, epidemics, famine, and like this. So today I was preparing that what epidemic disease has created from the natural unbalance of this nature. Maybe next class I will tell you. I am preparing, but I could not able to finish today. Maybe next class I will tell you how this. I have last week we had a topic on coronavirus and its protection system. Already I have given, and the laws of nature is completely it is balanced, that nobody can change. Seasonal change to the cosmic manifestation, to the rainforest, everything is very balanced. So what we do, we only destroy them. Because we do not know the laws of nature. That is why Srila Prabhupada give us these books called Bhagavad Gita. It is so beautifully designed that just by understanding Bhagavad Gita, one became situated, self-situated. He doesn't require. Many houses I have visited, they have so many things in the house that there is no space for even breathing also. You cannot hear things, hear things, hear things. For what purpose? The house is there for living. And the house should be beautified, not for ourselves, for the purpose of Krishna. Because like we have a hand. Hand purpose is to serve the body. Nobody say that, okay, my body is like my stomach. He is not doing any activities. Leg will say that I will not work. Hand will say that I will not feed. Intelligent will say that I will not give intelligent. He only eat and sit. But you have to. If you don't help or don't give food, you yourself will become weak. Similarly, we are as a human being. We are not this body. We are different from this body. Like who resides in you, the same person resides in an insect, in an animal, in a bird, in a beast, even in a tree. When we will see that the pain of that one, then you will see that why I will use that. That is what an apple tree, when he produces apple, he don't eat. He gives to you. You eat. They never eat. In the human society also, we never take the principle of learning from a tree. Tree becomes very big and he increases his shadow just for all of you. Not for tree. Tree stands on the scorching heat and gives shade to you. And this is the life actually. So this is the life where the trees are giving shade to us. We never learn this from the nature. Nature has given ample amount of gift to you for learning, but we never learn. You see, anything you throw to this sea, she will return you back. You will drink and give to you. You have seen or not? You throw your chappal also, it will come back to you. She will never think that he thrown me a chappal. But you throw a chappal to anyone, they will give you 2 slaps or not. But she, you throw it, she will give to you. Everything. But only the human being, as a human being, how much time you give to others. Every day we drink milk. Do we serve to a cow? But we want a milk. Yes, sir. Pure milk I want. We eat grain. That we give anything to the... our money has no value. Okay? If you give money, does any benefit get by the earth or some tree? That is why the human being should become a compassionate. And more intelligent, more compassionate. But today more intelligent means more hypocritic. That is why we must follow what our Father taught us. Like Supreme Father is God. He has created everything for you. From breathing of air to water to your consciousness to your body also He built. If you will not build, like I have seen a person, and he is so crumpled, his hand is this much hand. I don't know how he eat, and he is so crumpled that I was just thinking that how God has given so beautiful body to us. That is why everything is given by God. But as a human being, intelligent person, we never even care about this. When the youth, when the childhood, we try to play with other kids. In the youth, we try to enjoy. And when the manhood, then try to maintain the family. And by cheating, by whatever thing. And then when the old age, we only try to how to keep our body fit. Morning, evening, 2 times walk, some medicine, this, and death comes. We have a hopeless condition. It is not the purpose. That is why when one boy, he wanted to go to the forest, want to cut the wood. And his father told, my son, my dear son, I will tell you how to cut the wood. The son told, no, I know how to cut. I have seen people are cutting like this. So he took a big knife, how to cut. When he put to cut the tree is so hard that same knife reflected and put on his own leg and cut it. Similarly, today, in the modern day, we also exactly like uncontrolled child. We do not know what is the father's rule and regulation given to us. As a human being, we always neglected that one. And we neglected that one, as soon as we do anything, that comes as a boomerang. And when nature boomerangs, we only accept it. But nobody can say that, today I was seeing in the Research Scholar Day, somebody designed this earthquake building. Earthquake basement. If there is an earthquake, so the building will not fall. I told, have you used it anywhere? They told, no, we are now doing an experiment. I tell that you just put it. Most important thing that we want to build to earthquake, but if we can understand what is the characteristics and dynamic of earth, you can easily control everything. But we have no capacity to understand. For example, why this heat is increasing day by day. We are putting AC after AC, AC after AC, and we are destroying the nature. But the source is that it is imbalance in the nature creates that one. That is why the most important thing in the human life is that we must understand the laws of nature. Second thing, we must be compassion to our fellow creatures, not all creatures like our children only, God's children. You may say that, no, this is, I can enjoy this, I cannot enjoy this, but everything is God's creation. And everyone, even a tree, plant is the children of God. Nobody can say that it is my plant. And everything belongs to God. So whatever quota is given to you, just enjoy that much. You will be happy in your life. Don't encroach upon others' quota. And be compassionate and be friendly and give to others. Don't only take, ye mil gaya, give to others. And that you can learn from a tree. That you can learn from a sea. That you can learn from other creatures. And that is what but the devotee, they does everything for Krishna. That's why they never destroy. Even they kill a plant, the plant is offered to Krishna. According to Krishna says, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, Joni, Bhaktya, Pajachati. So whatever Krishna told, they only bring those things. What? Patram, a leaf, Pushpam, flower, Phalam, a fruit, and Toyam, water, whatever Krishna told, that much they use. They don't use much more beyond that one. Beyond that one, they think that it is like a poison. And that is why we must learn from them. If we don't know, we will. There was a friend, he's a professor in Ning now, he's a Chinese. So we were traveling in a forest of Tennessee, and in one forest we saw two wolves, they were going in the road. Suddenly Ring got down, told, can we have a feast? Suddenly, wolf. I mean, in India, dog nobody eat. But in Chinese, whatever they will see, they want to kill it and have a burn it and eat it. So that is what the consciousness. But in India, you will see that we have a compassion. So taking birth in India itself is a great, like you all are big rishis, munis, but because of the material nature, today we forgot that we are rishis and munis. India, by birth itself, everybody has compassion. But today, because of the scientific advancement, we are also trying to become a scientific advancement. When you want to become scientific advancement, if you do not know the laws of nature, you will always do advancement of your body, not your consciousness. So I request everyone that please read Bhagavad Gita and take guidance. And we will have a series of 5 lectures on the laws of nature, the Infallible Justice. This book is written by Srila Prabhupada. And in that book cover you will find there is a cow, the head is a man. And pulling that man, that is what we all must read and understand, you will be happy. Today you may not realize it. When you act on that principle, you will be happy. Like somebody will tell, please come here, there is a AC in this room. It will be cool. But if you are standing outside, you will tell, Naina, where is it cool? Where is it cool? When you go inside room and sit for some time, you will feel the cool. Yes or no? Similarly, in India today spirituality means, oh, Bhagavad Gita, I know Bhagavad Gita. From the outside only, you reject that. I know Bhagavad Gita. No problem. The last week I gave one professor a book, Prahlad Maharaj's teaching to one professor from New Zealand. And he, while traveling himself, he studied, he read all the book. He told Ranjan, I was learning from Buddhist, he was Buddhist, he was from Sri Lanka. He was telling me, Ranjan, the knowledge is given in this small book, I want all the books of Srila Prabhupada. So I wrote him that please go to our ISKCON temple, is there in Auckland. I gave the location and he told, I want to read all the books. The books of Srila Prabhupada is so enlightening. So I request everyone, please read it. And this 5 series of the laws of nature, when you attend, and completely you will understand that how we must act in this material world. You will be happy. No corona will come to you, no virus, no AIDS, nothing will come to you. You will be free from all disease. You will never go to hospital, I can give you in writing. ठीक है, we should start. Hare Krishna.